Welcome back. Captain Marvel debuted in theaters this weekend. If you missed it, Matt Perrin is coming to the rescue with your Monday movie musings.
Welcome to another Monday. As I've spoken about before, so far 2019 has been relatively dismal at the box office. There was an inkling that was going to change this weekend, and change it did. With the newest release in the MCU, the movie single-handedly outgrossed all of the weekends in 2019. Marvel continues to diversify, and with its first female superhero lead, it brought in the third highest March opening of all time. So did the film itself deserve all the dollars that came in? Here's my take on Captain Marvel. Our movie begins with who we will call Vers, played by Brie Larson. She is in training to be a mighty Kree warrior fighting against a group known as the Skrulls, who are threatening to destroy everything. She has a fragmented memory, only knowing that she was taken in by the Kree 6 years prior. After being taken by some Skrulls, they probe her mind looking for something in particular, which also awakens some of her old memories. After managing to escape, she finds herself crash landing on mid-90s Earth. However, some Skrulls made it there too, and being shapeshifters makes it a little harder for Vers to track them down, along with whatever they're looking for. She comes across a younger Agent Fury and teams up with him to put an end to the threat while they wait for her fellow Krees to arrive. As the pair sets out, Vers starts to uncover more truths about her past, which only brings more questions. As the movie progresses, we see Vers learning that she is actually a woman named Carol Danvers that was from Earth, which continues to beg the question, how did she end up off-world with all the powers she has? As more answers come to her, her loyalties and missions will be tested. We see plenty of tie-ins to the previous MCU movies, and of course, their particular brand of wit is ever present. Soon the action will boil over as we are introduced to Captain Marvel, the most powerful character we've seen yet in a Marvel film. So, what to say about this one? There are plenty of good things along with some disappointments as well. First off, I love that the movie is set in the mid-90s because there are nostalgia bombs left and right. Some of the younger fans may not appreciate all the pop culture that goes along with the 1995 setting, but I loved it. Brie Larson is great in the role and handles the juxtaposition of seriousness and dry humor perfectly. Speaking of the humor, Marvel toned it down for this film a bit, which works well, but some of the jokes that do drop are almost in the vein of dad humor, albeit you still find yourself laughing out loud at some of them. My problems with the movie are as follows. First off, if you've seen all the other MCU movies, the twist of this film are not twists at all. Unlike the other origin films in the MCU, this one felt like it was done solely as an appetizer to Avengers Endgame. It's like the studio was thinking we definitely need Captain Marvel to fight Thanos, so we better throw together a quick origin film for her, and it seems to stick out as being just that. Another problem with the movie is the CGI. Don't get me wrong, it's not awful, just a little distracting. Spending the whole movie watching a de-aged Nick Fury and Agent Coulson just feels a little weird and doesn't look quite right. Also, once Captain Marvel reaches her full potential, the action scenes look almost cartoony, although these are comic book movies, so maybe that was the idea. It definitely runs with the fact that this is a female lead character and doesn't try to hide the fact that they're pushing that agenda. And as much flack as I give the DC movies, I think they actually did it a little better with Wonder Woman. Now, with all that being said, it is a fun movie and fills in some unknowns in the MCU. And best of all, I think it may cause some cat people to question their choices a little more. Go ahead and catch this one in the theater soon because, like I said, it's there to prepare you for the quickly approaching Avengers Endgame. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.
All right, stick with us. Tyler has one last look at your forecast after the break.